Right, so 2020, question 5 and 6. So the first one here, solve the equation. Now it's a quadratic or a trinomial. You could open up your brackets or you can do your minus b. I'm going to do my minus b because that's what I taught you. So a is 1, b is minus 3, c is minus 4. Fill that into your minus b formula. And then just fill in your numbers. Be careful to include double minuses if it's needed. And brackets around your b squared. And when you throw that in your calculator, one of your answers there is minus 1. So x equal to minus 1. And your other answer is x is equal to 4. Next one here is functions. So complete the table below to show the value of the function. There's my rule, minus x squared minus x plus 6 for each of the following. So all we're going to be doing is mode 3 in our calculator. And then remember, we start at minus 4, we end at 2, and we're going up each time our steps are 1. Now when you do that, you get a value there of minus 6, 046. You know you're right when they give you one, like, to match it up. 640. Hence you've got to draw the graph. So x, f of x is the same as saying y. So when x is minus 4, the y is minus 6. Put a dot. When x is minus 3, your y is 0. When x is minus 2, your y is 4. Minus 1, 6. 0, 6. 1, 4. 2, 0. And then just join that up in a nice smooth curve. Minus x squared, remember, is an end shape. Spilling water. Now when you have two things the same height, don't go straight across like that. Round them. That way you'll have a definite maximum height. And that's your graph. That's my f of x graph. And on the same diagram as a function, draw the graph of the function g of x, which is x minus 2. Now, within that, what I would do is clear my calculator. AC it. Go to mode 3. Once again. And instead of writing minus x squared minus x plus 6, your x is being replaced by x minus 2. So the thing you're drawing is minus, and then x minus 2 has replaced your x squared. Minus x minus 2 plus 6. So I just replaced this thing up here. It's down there. You know, everywhere there's an x, I filled in that. Same thing, I would go start at minus 4, end at 5, steps of 1, press equals. And when you do that, you see it's just shifted across. You'll have a few points there miles down, fit outside it, you know. And the first one you can plot is minus 2, minus 6. Next point, minus 1, 0. So it's just moved inwards to the right by 2. 0, 4. 1, 6. But let the calculator do the work for you. 2, 6. 3, 4. 4, 0. And 5, minus 6. Too difficult otherwise. And join that up in a smooth curve. Round the top. And then down again. And that's your function g of x. Other question we'll look at, which is the next question actually, question 6. Differentiate the function here. So when we're differentiating, multiplying down by the power, reduce the power by 1. So this is the same as dy dx. Technically, they'll be writing this as f dash x. So multiply down by the power, 3 4s are 12, reduce the power by 1. 12x squared. Multiply down the power, 2 3s are 6, reduce the power by 1. When it's x, remember it's 1x, so 1x just becomes 1, 10x becomes 10, and the slope of a number there at the end is 0. So everything changes. Find the slope. So dy dx is the same as slope, or f dash of x. So we've got the general slope up here. That's the general slope. You can work out the slope at any point of the tangent. To the graph of that at the point 1, 5. Now as you see there, all it has is x's. So everywhere there's an x, I'm going to fill in 1. So it'll be 12 times 1 squared minus 6 times 1 plus 1. 12 minus 6 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. Throw that in your calculator and you'll get 7 as your slope. And the last thing, find the equation of the tangent. What is that? Remember, a tangent is simply a line. So find the equation of a line. You look at your formula book, you see your equation of your line formula is that. And from that there, you see you need two things. You need a slope and you need a point. So my slope is 7 and my point, they give me up here, is 1 minus 5. So 1 minus 5 is my point. My slope is 7. Label your point x1, y1, and your slope is m. So y minus 5, 7 times x minus 1. 2 minuses make a plus. Multiply that bracket out and tidy it up whatever way you wish. I'm just going to bring everything over to the left. So minus 7x plus y plus 5 plus 7 is equal to 0. Tidy up my two numbers. Tough question. Next one's getting no easier. Here they give me this function. Given that g of 2 is equal to 6. Now, if they just ask you to work out g of 2, if they ask you to evaluate g of 2, what would you do? You'd sub in your 2 and for your x. So it's the same thing here. Sub in 2 for your x and let it equal to 6. So 2 times 2 squared plus p times 2 plus q is equal to 6. Work that out. 2 squared is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 2p plus q is equal to 6. And tidy it up. Maybe numbers one side, letters the other. Starting to look like a simultaneous equation. 6 minus 8 is minus 2. Then, next bit, g dash of 3 is equal to 9. Now that wee dash means the diff, the derivative. So you're going to have to diff that fella. So work out g dash x maybe might be the best option. So 2x squared, multiply down to the power, 2 2s are 4, just the power by 1. Px, now if it was 10x, it would become 10. If it was 20x, it would become 20. If it was px, it becomes p. And then q's a number at the end, q just disappears. So g dash 3 means sub 3 in for your x. 4 times 3 plus p, that's equal to 9. 12 plus p is equal to 9. P is equal to 9 minus 12, which is minus 3. So it's not going to be simultaneous. We've worked out our p. Throw it back in up here to work out our q. 2 times minus 3 plus q is equal to minus 2. Minus 6 plus q is equal to minus 2. Q is equal to minus 2 plus 6. Q is equal to 4. So there's your two answers, minus 3 and 4.